Joe, hey, get him, Moose. You know what to do. Hey, you know what to do. Don't mash him all. Stop. You know what to do. Will you stop? Man, get him. Get him.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the YouTube world, CJ Rose's back in the building. Welcome back to the channel. We talked about one main event. I guess it's only right to talk about the other one. At WrestleMania, the World Heavyweight title will be on the line as we have the big money match. The 2026 Royal Rumble winner, the Tribal Chief, the head of the table, the big dog, the OTC. Roman Reigns challenges the best in the world, CM Punk. This match, there's a lot of history between these two. A lot of history. A lot of chapters have been written in this book of these two. And ever since this match has been made, it's been getting personal. It's been getting real personal real fast. You know what I'm saying? And that's good. That's good. So, I mean, again, it starts off easy. Roman Reigns wins the Royal Rumble. And immediately on Raw, Roman Reigns challenges CM Punk. And CM Punk came out, interrupting him, and pretty much told him, you want to pick Drew because that's the easy route. You know, you don't want to go with me because you can't beat me, pretty much. That's pretty much what Punk said. And then Roman retorted pretty much saying, I'm picking you because I hate you. I've always hated you. And at WrestleMania, you will acknowledge me. That's how that ended. And that's where everything got started. It was the very first match announced for WrestleMania. Punk, Roman. And after that, it's been pretty interesting. I'll say that. Was it the next week or probably 2 weeks after? I forget when. I forget. Actually, was it after Was it after Elimination Chamber when they met? I believe so. So I believe it was the Raw after Elimination Chamber. They had another talk. And pretty much nothing was really said. The only thing you could really remember from what they said and that whole thing was Punk's last line. That's the only thing I remember more than anything out that. Is that he said, I'm going to bury you and I'm going to bury you next to your father. Right? It was a shot to the chin. It was a left hook to the chin. Roman felt it. He may think he didn't, but trust and believe that hit him hard. It had to. It had to. And apparently it hit the community so much because people just I hate people, bro. I do. But everybody was so quick to say, oh, you know, let's talk about Larry next, this, that, and the third. And I'm sitting here in my mind like, actually, I'm not going to tell you what I was sitting there thinking because I really didn't. I didn't care because I was just curious what the next thing was. Punk hits a quick left hook. How does Roman respond? Well, it wasn't even Roman. It was actually the Usos that responded the next week. So Punk came out and he was pretty much talking about, you know, what he said. And as he was talking, Jimmy and Jay come out there. And Jay was just yelling at the top of his lungs, you need to apologize. And it makes sense why they were out there because, again, it's come on, Roman Reigns is their family. And Jimmy and Jay felt Punk was talking about their family, which he was in a sense, you know, and you know, Jay kept yelling to Punk, "You don't get it. It ain't about Roman. I need you to apologize." You know, he just kept yelling that. And what Jay was saying was correct. It's not about Roman. It was about the fact that you disrespected the family. In a way, you know, so they were out there and Jimmy was telling them. Well, Jimmy was telling Punk in the most calmest way possible. He was like, "Hey man, listen. Roman's Roman, it is what it is. But listen, you talked about our family. We just want an apology, bro." And Punk just looked at me. He was like, "Listen, you're right. I did cross the line. You know what? I'm sorry." Dapped them both. He's like, "I'm sorry." And Jay like, "Yeah, that's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. Like, come on, man." You know what I'm saying? And then he said, "I'm sorry." What'd he say? He said, "I'm sorry Roman treated you two like garbage. I'm sorry he has never apologized to the both of you." And he said something. He's like, he said, "Sorry, Roman." Or he said, like, "I'm sorry. I couldn't tell Roman this. I told his young boys." I know the last thing Punk said was his young boys. He said that, shoved the mic into Jay's chest. Jay was about to do something. Punk lunged, and then Jimmy, boom, give him a cool forearm, letting him know, "Hey, listen, it could get worse." And then that's how that ended. Then the next week, I believe, which was no, I'm sorry, that was last week, or not the Monday that passed. It was last week, where Roman and Punk met again, and the only thing you need to remember about that one is simple. Roman told Punk, "You're old." And then Punk, boom, knocked Roman down. And that was that. On to this past Monday, where Punk came out there. He called out Jay. Jay came out there. And Punk wanted to fight. Simple. Like he said, "Yo, we could go right now." Punk and Jay like they're about to get it on. Here comes Jimmy trying to cool his brother down. Like, "Listen, we'll leave Punk to the OTC." Once he said that, here comes Roman. And to be honest, I don't remember what the conversation was. All I know is that Jay wanted to fight. Jay got at Punk. Punk hit that man with a cool left. You heard it. I don't know if he smacked him or he hit him that hard that I heard it. All I know is that Jay was clean knocked out. That's all I know. And then, Jimmy getting at Punk, they talking, and then Roman comes out of nowhere, boom, Superman punch. Laid out. Jimmy and Jay on the outside, and Jay is just yelling at Roman. He's like, "Get him. Get him. You know what to do. You know what he need. Get him. Get him," just yelling at him. Roman just looks at Jay, then gets in the corner, sets up spear. And then from there, just beats the hell out of Punk. Ends with a powerbomb through the announce table. That was it. Curious to see what Raw this Monday gives us. I'm actually curious to see how Punk retaliates. Because that was the first real official missile throw to me. like the Punk, I'm gonna bury you next to your father line. That was the left hook to the chin. The Punk is old comment. That was a slap to me because that really wasn't nothing. Jimmy knocking down Punk, that was kind of a retaliation shot to the chin. But what happened on Raw this past Monday, that to me, that was the three-piece. You know what I'm saying? That was the three-piece with a biscuit, side of fries, medium drink. You know what I'm saying? Because as Roman's walking away, Punk is laughing. He's like, I don't need help. He's laughing. So now it's like, I'm so curious what Punk is gonna do now. But that's how we got here. So CM Punk's second straight main event. This will be Roman Reigns' 11th main event. 11th? 11th, right? 10, 11? Yeah, he's in double digits of main events. I don't know how that's possible, but he is. And yeah, as I said, listen, this is the money match. Listen, this is the match. Like this is obviously plan B because it's supposed to be Punk and Rollins at Mania. Assuming Rollins supposed to be champion, Punk's the challenger. I'm assuming Punk was actually supposed to win at Royal Rumble. I'm assuming that. I wasn't sure Rollins is going to be healthy. Hell, I don't even know if Rollins is healthy now. We keep seeing him every week. I don't know what's going to happen with that. But, we'll see. But, again, this is a plan B. And if this is plan B, it's not a bad plan B. You know what I'm saying? No Rollins? Okay, give him Roman. Screw it. You know what I'm saying? I'm with it. Yeah. In terms of a winner, I'm still trying to figure that out, to be honest. This is actually a match where I'm just not sure how it's going to happen. Do I think there's some interruptions? I feel like this match is not going to be clean. I feel like it's not. I feel like we're going to have some Samoans out there. It feels like we're going to have some Samoans out there. I don't know, man. This is not going to be, this ain't going to be one of those clean matches where it's like, this is going to go off easy, whatever. No, something's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen, but somebody's going to interfere. Somebody's going to do something. Something's going to happen. I just don't know what. But if I was to have a winner, I might actually say Roman wins. Because I think about it like this. If Seth Rollins was supposed to be here as world champion and Punk was the challenger was supposed to win. I think CM Punk was going to beat Rollins. To me, CM Punk is the world champion. Roman's the challenger. I think Roman, as the challenger, wins. Now, is that something I want? I mean, I have been waiting for the Roman Reigns redemption arc to happen. I just didn't think it would happen in this capacity, right? I don't think this was the way I think his redemption arc should have gone. And consider in fact how Roman is these days, or has been for the last couple of years, I don't think I want to have a champion that I don't see every 3 to 4 weeks. You know what I'm saying? That's something I never want. I didn't like Brock Lesnar when he did it. I didn't like Goldberg when he did it. I didn't like Roman when he eventually started doing it. It bothered the hell out of me. So I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna go. It's one of those, I guess we'll see what happens when it happens, but I do feel like Roman does win. It should be a hell of a match. I think this should be a great match. There's definitely going to be a lot of emotion. A lot of emotion in the match. I think the crowd is going to be split, which again is going to make this match must see. You know what I'm saying? The crowd's going to be split. There's going to be a lot of emotion in this match. There's a lot of history in this match. Hey, I'm here for it. I'm here for every single moment of this match. I can't wait. I think both main events are going to be emotional. Both main events are going to be great. You know what? Looking at this Mania, this probably ain't going to be a bad Mania. It's not going to be a bad. I don't think it will be. I don't think it will. On paper, it looks like it might be a pretty good Mania. But only time will tell. I'm only looking at it on paper. I'm not looking at it through anything else. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see. But yeah, I got Roman winning the world title. And that's it. So until then, it's been Rose, man. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all the love and support as always. I've done 2 so far. It's time to do number 3. So let's do it. So until next time, peace, love, 100. Yeah.